Hey folks, hope you guys are having a good one. Let's go ahead and hop into this. Hope you guys are having a good day. Don't really have any like pre-game talk. Figured we'd just hop into it and play a little bit of something. Final Fantasy V is what is on the docket, and I'll continue with that. Last time what did I do? I think I stopped because it was I wanted to do this little bit of grinding, so I did that. Got on to the next part where we are trying to get some dragon grass and save the last dragons because we need them for some reason. So we're gonna hop into that. Hope you guys are having a good day. Here we go. I'll go ahead and stop the music here. So we'll hop into it. I wanted to do like a Dio tier list. I think I'll do that next week because not just Dio albums, but all Ronnie James Dio's albums, starting with Elf. He recorded 3 albums with Elf, and then 3 albums with Rainbow, Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow, and then 2 albums with Sabbath, actually, and a live album with Sabbath as well, and a live album with Rainbow, so that's 4 albums. And I wanted to include all of that stuff because that's really his best stuff. It's like looking at a Dio list that's just his solo albums. I'm like, it's not including the best work. It's really not. So let's go ahead. And yeah, late night streams may return this week. It just kind of depends where things are going. We've had a lot of things happen and a lot of things up in the air. So we'll see what is going to go on with that. Maybe this week. And yeah, so we'll see. I may do some more late night streams. Just kind of depends where my workflow is. I got a lot of stuff that I need to catch up on for my actual work, like finishing books and stuff like that. That has been, I guess, just a little bit sidelined over the last however long because I've had so many disrupting things going on in my life. So let's go ahead and let's get it going here. Head on over to Adrenaline. Get this going here. You guys can hear this. Ooh, there it is. Properties. It's always like a little bit of finagling to kind of get things going here on the Vita. So a lot of the stuff I play with Adrenaline, which is actually a PSP menu system for the Vita that you can use to play all kinds of different games. You can use it to play PSP games, and there's a huge amount of compatibility with PS1 games. It's not 100%, but it is very good. Final Fantasy V, there we go. I think I have a save state here. I think I could just go straight to the save state. Because I need it. And there it is. I think that's it. 8.6. So this is a great way to play your PS1 games on the go if you happen to have a PS Vita. It really works just very, very well. Cool music. I also discovered a way to speed this up. If you press select and the left trigger, it will turn on turbo mode, which is really convenient. All right, I think we're still up in the mountains here. Let's check it out. Okay. Yes. Put it up on my main screen here. Boom, ba-doop-ba-doop-boop. Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, late night streams may return. I can't say for sure when that's going to happen, but it may happen. I'll do like 20 or 30 minutes here or there. Now, let me show you the power of my ninja that I have right here. Yeah, that's, 3,000 damage in one turn. So if you're wondering what I did here to get all that crazy damage output, it's the dual lance or double lance. And you have 2 of those. You can have 1 in each hand as a ninja, and they each hit twice for 600-ish. So you're hitting like 2,500 damage every single round. And I had that going with Ferris, with my Thief, but she maxed Thief. So we got to the max of Thief, which meant that I really wanted to change her to Hunter. If you Hunter, you can do rapid fire. So if you go to like back to Ninja, you can do rapid fire with double lances. Yeah, double lances. So you can hit, I think it's like 8 times in one round, which is enough to like one-shot most bosses, like kill them in one single hit. And then my ninja, since he mastered sorcery, he has all the sorcerer sword stuff. So if a boss is like weak to an element, you just put that element on the double lances, and then you hit 4 times for like that plus, you know, the regular damage there. Looks like I forgot to heal Galoof. No big deal. Yeah, we'll hit for 2,800 real quick. 2,900. Wonder Waltz is such a like bad skill. The Dancing Dirk, she has one of her weapons is the Dancing Dirk. And it's a good weapon. It's a very unique weapon. But it's also kind of garbage because you get these random, it'll do random things. So it could do like Wonder Waltz, which will heal you, but only for a little bit. Or it could do Sword Dance, which will make you hit for 5,000. You know, so you're really like rolling the dice with that little item there. And still have some potions. Save some mana on our way out. Had 99 potions. So how did I get the double lances this early in the game? Usually you can only buy them at like the end of the game. Well, those statues that I was grinding for ability points. Wait, how do I get out of here? Is this the way out? No, that's right. It's up here. This way. Well, they happen to, if you steal them, they have a very low chance of getting a double lance. So I just farmed out 4 double lances. And ended up with 99 potions. Because they drop either, if you steal from them, they either give you a potion or a double lance. So I got a lot of potions and I got a couple double lances. I got 4 double lances. So technically at in-game, I could be running either, you know, freelancers or ninjas. Dual-wielding double lances. One of them with sorcery powers, one of them with rapid fire. So they'll... I think we're going to be good at in-game with those items and like with these jobs. If you hit your target more than once, do you have to wait that same amount of time turns like Bravely Default? No, you don't have an option of doing... So Bravely Default, you can do multiple turns. This is just the weapon hits twice around. And you can hold 2 of them. So twice with one hand, twice with the other. With Bravely Default, I really like Bravely Default's battle system a lot. Where you can just kind of decide, okay, I kind of want to go balls out and do full attack. And then you have to wait that many rounds to get your turns back. So it lets you concentrate what you're doing a little bit better. It has a different strategic element. I really like the battle system from Bravely Default. I haven't played Bravely Default 2, though, other than the demo, which I was underwhelmed by. Do aim here. Oh, no, poison! These guys are a little hard to hit. Let's see. It's okay, they die pretty quick. Are you interested in the Pixel remasters? Yes. I played 1, 2, and 3. Didn't really like how much they nerfed the difficulty, but this new music is really great. I didn't realize they were out. I thought they weren't even out. So I will tell you about, as far as remasters of 1, 2, 3, the ones that are there that we have now, because I've talked about them. Oops, need to use an antidote here. So then the difficulty of number 1 is nerfed but part of that is that the original version of the game had bugs and stuff which made it harder than it was supposed to be. So even though it's nerfed, it's actually more accurate to the original game design. So if you're playing like the iOS version or something like that, that's actually technically the better version, even with better graphics, but the gameplay is more accurate to the original design. If you're going to Final Fantasy II, I actually don't think those versions are really nerfed at all. Final Fantasy III is not really nerfed either if you're playing the 3D remake. And that is... Here, we're going to kill this dragon zombie in like one round here. Bye-bye. Usually that's almost like a boss fight right there. Or although you can just kill it with a Phoenix down too. So the remake of 3 is not... I wouldn't say it's necessarily easier than the original 3. It's different because you only have 3 mobs at a time, so it's just very different design overall. It's probably a little easier. It can be very challenging towards like the end because some of the monsters hit so hard that like you can just instantly die. The Wonder Waltz heals him. It's okay, we can kill him with one hit here. I didn't realize 1 to 3 were out. I might check them out then. Because I've already done reviews of the versions that existed in the first half of the year. In the Final Fantasy II PR version, they sped up skill gains and removed the negative stat gains. Don't know if that's a feature in the other versions. So I played the PSP version. Skill gains are really slow. To the point where, like, at a certain point, you know, you get these really good spells in-game, like Ultima, and it's like they don't even do damage because they're so low, and it takes so long to level them up that you don't even want to bother. It's better to just use your fire spell, which has already been leveled up to, like, infinity by the time you get to that point in the game. You know? So I don't know. I don't know if that's, like, an improvement. It's not like the original. And so one of the things you have to remember is that, like, if you want to play the original, you can just play it as a, you know, as an emulated version of the game. Problem with Final Fantasy II, there's no English. You know, the original version didn't come out on NES. It only came out in the Famicom in Japan. So, you know, you're having to pick your poison. Do you want to try to play in Japanese? Do you want to try to play a, you know, a less than legal fan translation? Do you want to play... You know, what do you want to do? Or do you want to play this remaster where it's nerfed or, you know, nerfed? The Final Fantasy III one is the main one I'd be looking forward to. Because I already got basically a remastered Final Fantasy II with the PSP version, which I actually consider pretty darn good, and I like the aesthetics of it. But I don't know, we might check it out. About halfway through Water of Awakening. Thank you for reading. I'm working on Book 3, as well as Book 3 of Moonsong, so I'm trying to get those out, but I've had lots of things kind of get in the way this year. We'll talk about some other time. This guy's asking for a frog, but I don't have a frog for him, so I don't know what he wants. Alright. So I got the grass. I'm not sure if I was supposed to do something with the grass. You came back from the Valley of the Dragons unharmed? Yeah, I guess I did. I think maybe I'll go in here and go to the leader. Here he is. Maybe he'll tell us what to do next. I wish I could fight along with you, but I'm sick and old. No one there. I think we go back to the castle and heal the dragon. Alright, let's stay at the end real quick. Buy some stuff. Buy a few more potions. And buy some more. Buy some more Phoenix Downs. You never have too many of those. Thank you for reading Water of Awakening. I had a lot of fun writing it. I was reflecting on Water of Awakening and how I wrote it years ago. And I kind of realized that when I have like mundane or boring jobs in my life, which I had definitely at the time when I was writing Water of Awakening, I tend to be like more explosively creative, I think because I need that outlet. Since I stayed home with my kids, I exercise my creativity a lot with my kids. So I don't feel quite as like, I don't know, driven to work on books as much, and just kind of stick to the process and let things get done. I don't feel like I need the escape to my own work, you know? Here, let's go quickly here. Turbo mode. We'll go very quickly back to the castle. Ah, turbo mode. Godsend. Pixel Remaster. So Square Enix announced that they were basically coming out with new versions of the first 6 Final Fantasy games where they are in the pixel style, but they've had their visuals upgraded to look good on HD displays. And that's, that's good, because one of the truths is that these games look much better on CRTs, which is why I'm running a CRT filter on this game. These games looked way better on CRT. That's the reality of it. And even if you're playing on an emulator, it's not going to look as good as it did back in 1995 or whenever you played the Final Fantasy games. So pixel remasters are, to me, kind of necessary to keep the aesthetic feel of the original. And I feel that the iOS versions of the game have been, let's just say, bad. They haven't been good. Kill this toad. Kill this ridicule. Jitterbug. She can also like charm people too, which is pretty cool. With a little dancing dirk. There we go. I think they're available on Steam. We should check them out. I mean, I'll probably buy them and at least do a quick review of them when I have time. But I don't know when I'll be able to get to that. Oh, they have newly orchestrated music, yeah. Which is overseen by Nobuo Uematsu, the original composer, to make sure that they did a proper job on them. And the new music is absolutely beautiful. All right, I'll definitely check it out. It's kind of weird. I started this earlier in the year, so I'll have to make updated things about the versions you can play. The pixel remasters are probably going to be the more, I don't know what to say, like the more definitive versions of how to play these games in 2021 legally. But like I said, if you play these original games on a CRT, you'll notice they look very different. They look much better on a CRT than they do on an LCD or anything like that. So the reason they're not available for consoles, I know that seems a little bit weird, but it actually takes longer to get things published on a console. And to get things like working on console hardware, it's not that hard, but it does take a little extra time. And the main thing is you have to deal with the licensing stuff. Whereas publishing something on Steam, like you could do it over a weekend. Same thing with the Android store. You could just do it over the weekend. It's nothing to publish on PC or Android. It really isn't. Or iOS even. But it's a little bit more to publish on officially on the PlayStation, Xbox platforms. Guess I have to use my secret weapon. I need to do the voices. Hey, come on in, everybody. Yarg. Here we go. It's me, Jojo. So yeah, I'll probably buy them and just do a little bit on them. I already have the other Steam versions, so I feel like they should give me the better ones for free, but definitely I could make some comparison videos because... Alright, let's go get our dragon friend. Let's go help him. So yeah, if you want to farm ability points, you can go down here to the basement, and it's a really good spot to do that. Farm ability points, or get those, steal those double lances, because those are really good. We'll do file 2. Have you ever read anything about Raphael Sabatani? No, I have not. The Saga remasters that Square have been releasing were available on all platforms, and those are niche games. Final Fantasy is another big flagship title. Yeah, I don't know. There's always like something that's a little bit more going on behind the scenes, why it takes a while to publish on, you know, PlayStation or whatever. There's our little Moogle friend. Oh, here comes... Krill said that her head hurt. This way. Oh no. Krill! Good grandpapa. Hang on, dear. They're calling. Don't try to talk. Calling. Gil's calling. Gil? Hurry to where Gil is. Who's Gil? 700-year-old sage who prophesied your planet's crystals would break. And he's calling her. He probably knows something that will help us defeat Exdeath. Hang on. We'll go see Gil. Must use dragon. It's all right. We brought back dragon grass. Really? He's atop this tower. Will you go? Certainly. Aye, sure we will. Let's move then. By the way, where is this Gil? He lives on a small island northeast of the Valley of Dragons, just beyond the continent. Krill has collapsed. They never say, like, the first time I heard Moogles talk in a game, I was like, that doesn't sound like a Moogle. They're like, Kupo. That sounds like a regular person talking. No, they're like supposed to say, Kupo! Dragons became extinct because of this stuff. No wonder he doesn't want to eat it. Oh yeah, the dragon grass attacked us, and then I killed it in like one round with my ninja. No! It'll die if it doesn't. It's alright. Here. I'll have some too. Munch munch. Raina, be insane! Raina, that grass is poison to humans. Here, now you try. He's eating it. That's a good boy. Oh no. Raina. Raina. Here, drink this. Raina. Are you alright? Yes, thank you, Krill. You never should have tried eating that grass. I can't believe ya. Sorry. Chameleon by Herbie Hancock. I like Herbie Hancock a lot. I like Herbie Hancock's music a lot. He also did Herbie Hancock started doing like hip hop stuff at one point, and it's actually pretty cool. It's kind of trippy. And someone's like, "Why'd you start doing all this hip hop instead of fusion?" He's like, "Well, my kids really liked hip hop, so I wanted to do music that they liked." And I'm like, "That is really cool." That's actually really cool that he did that. And of course, like his take on it is way more complex and weird. It's really good. So I like Herbie Hancock's later stuff too. What about you, Krill? Are you all right? Yeah. It is smoky outside today, guys. It is bad where I'm at. It's looks like the apocalypse outside. Can't go outside without an N95. Luckily, I have lots of N95 masks. I had a bunch when the pandemic hit, so I was just like, put one of those on. Yeah, your masks don't do anything unless they're N95. Yeah, that's what I'm wearing. I'm alright. Really. Geez, everyone around here goes overboard. You stay and get some rest, young lady. Yes, Grandpa. Thank you, Krill. That's okay. Thank you for helping the dragon, really. I was going to do a music stream today, but my wife needed me to watch the kids for a little bit this morning, so I might do one later. I don't know. I'll do some live composition or something, or I might do that midweek. It's just something to do. People have been asking for it. It's really bad content as far as people don't watch it. But I don't know. I might try to set it up, or I might try to like multi-stream on Twitch. No one watches on Twitch. Twitch, I think, is almost like a dying platform at this point. But it's like I haven't been wanting to multi-stream on all these other platforms, mostly because like there's no point. There's no one's gonna watch on them. You rushed up now here? Yes, you take care too, Grandpa. Now, let's go see Gil the Sage. Right. Arg! Okay. Here we go. Let's go, dragon. Bye, says Krill. Krill has this like eyebrow that's kind of like this on one side, you know. There we go. Looks like this. I actually really like the dragon music in this. It's got this like arpeggiated line to it. It's really cool. All right, how do we get out over the mountains? We go up this way? Yes, we go. That's how we get there. Should be this island, actually. Sorry. Allergies are killing me because of all the smoke. Must be rough in California. It's nice here in Mississippi. No earthquakes, hardly any forest fires, so much greenery that Bilbo Baggins would feel at home. I have only been awake for like or like attentive to like one earthquake, I think, in my life. I've lived in LA where earthquakes could get bad, and that was the only one. And like I was like, me and my wife were sitting in our living room, and we're like, man, I feel kind of nauseous. I feel kind of nauseated. And we looked over, and the fish tank is doing this, like, you know. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of why is the fish tank shaking? We realized that it was an earthquake, and it was just kind of this like kind of slow rumbling thing. And otherwise, I've slept through every earthquake or been doing something where I didn't notice there was an earthquake. You know, doing something else that just made me not realize that the earth was shaking. You know, either driving or, you know, just doing something else. So it's kind of interesting. Even when there was like a big one, like my parents, I would wake up as a kid, my parents would be like, what did you think of that earthquake last night? I'm like, what? I don't remember an earthquake. I remember I woke up one time with like something fell off the wall and landed in my bed, and I didn't even wake up. We have a lot of greenery here. But I live, I live in California's a very green state. We have a desert here. California's got everything. We got like the highest mountains in the continental U.S. Got the lowest, the deepest valley, the biggest valley. I think the deepest valley in the world, the biggest valley in the world. The biggest difference between high and low, which is Mount Whitney and Death Valley. The hottest place in the world, Death Valley. I don't think we don't have the coldest place in the world, obviously, but we have the hottest. Got oceans, mountains, tallest trees, oldest trees. Oldest living organisms are actually a group of grasses out in the Mojave Desert. Our oldest bush, oldest tree, oldest bush. We got skiing. You could ski and surf in the same day, technically, here. It's just we have really bad politics. Oops, I didn't read that. Earthquake! Oh no! The island! Better get back to the dragon. What's this place? Where Sage Gil lives, is what he said earlier. Better get back to the dragon. Oh yeah, the whole Bill Gates thing, and people are like, Bill Gates is smart, you should listen to him. I'm like, I'll listen to him on his advice for like managing software companies for sure. But it's really stupid to think that intelligence creates specialized knowledge that can be used for you, or that specialized knowledge in one field means intelligence that can be applied to every field. It just doesn't work that way. I'm smart with some things and I'm stupid with other things, right? Like you really shouldn't ask me engineering questions because I won't know. Now, what kind of materials are going to be best for this? I don't know, man. I hear that this kind of steel is best. I don't know that. Ask engineers, or like asking an engineer what he thinks about some other random thing. What's the best kind of guitar? Let me tell you about the materials. Well, I just tell you that this guitar over here is the best. Mwaha! This is what happens to those who defy me. I got to do like a really good villain voice. Notice every villain has like really baroque, crazy armor in Final Fantasy. I was playing Final Fantasy 14, and the last guy, Gaius, he's like in the original version of the game, or the Realm Reborn version of the game. It's just like, man, he could have been in Final Fantasy 12. He could have been in any of these games. Well, so much for that guy. I don't know where to go now. Do we go over here? Let's check out here. Who are you? Well, so much for that sage. Who are you? King Galoof. What were you imbeciles thinking? This is the King of Val. King Ziza is leading the Surgate's fleet to Axdeath's castle. Good. Seza, be he one of the Seza, be he one of the Dawn Warriors? An old war buddy of my father's. We found out Jojo's dad knew Galoof. This way, please. Very good coincidental thing. The humidity here is more dangerous. Humidity is bad. I'm from East Texas originally. We get like 100 degrees and 100% humidity. It's disgusting. Take anything in the castle you need. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't used Twitch in a long time as a viewer because there's literally nothing I want to see on Twitch other than like I really liked watching Dragon Force's streams, and then they freaking banned Herman Lee. You're gonna ban the Herman, and I think they banned him because he was playing Dragon Force music, and they're like, this is a DMCA violation. He's like, I wrote this music. It's him and Sam, and it's like this is our music, like we wrote it. It's our band. The song brings back a lot of memories of Ziza. Received Song of Speed. I don't even use the Bard class, so it doesn't matter. Can we sleep here? I guess not. And I used to watch some game streams on Twitch, but I just stopped caring about that at all. So I think because the games I liked watching was stuff like Hearthstone, and like I just stopped caring about that. So if you don't care about the game, you're not going to care that much about watching the stream. Exdeath's castle is well protected on the big bridge side, but the eastern continent side is rather weak. Ziza is leading a fleet against Exdeath this very moment. If we could just destroy the barrier around its castle. We'll defend the castle until King Zeza returns. There's some beds. Basement 2. What's down here? An inn. I like how the inn in the castle still charges me 60 gil. Yeah, anywhere in the Mideast, you're going to get a lot more humidity. Like, you just have sweat dripping off your nose like a stream because you're just like the sweat doesn't work. Your sweat don't work. See if they got any cool weapons. Have that. Bison's Pride. No one can use that. I don't even know what it is, but no one can use it apparently. Any armor? Bum 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 ba-dum. Gold shield. Rope headband. I bought one of those. A wizard hat. Gold armor. Power Tasuki. I have one equipped. Earth robe. I have one. Gauntlet. I don't have one equipped. I can always buy one. I got a lot of gold, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, here it's hot in the summer, but it's definitely not cold in the winter. It's a time magic. So not having it be cold in the summer is really helpful. We didn't master Red Mage yet, did we? Oh, I did master Red Mage. Sweet. All right, we got to change this to maybe back to Summoner. Yeah, we're only level 3 with Summoner, so we'll go back to Summoner for a bit. Eventually, we'll use Mime. I think. For her. Probably Time Mage. Because then you could do Comet twice. Do you want to do 2 summons or like Comet twice is the question. I think we'll probably try to master Summoner first. And back-to-back spells. Now I think we could still do double summons with this. Don't know how people lived before AC. Yeah, AC is really pretty important around here. You know, for sure. And we're almost mastered White Mage. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so now we can, I think we could double summon now, which is really, really strong. See if there's any magic we don't have. No, I think we have all this. Da-da-da-dum. Alright, mail all these. I lived by the beach without AC. We didn't really need it. But there was like a couple days a year where it would have been really nice to have at least like a window unit. Because it would get hot. Let's see, we haven't gone up this one. I haven't really found anything in the castle that I need yet, though. You know what I mean? Let's go in here. Let's see what's in this part of the castle. In a pot? Nothing in the pot. I sense something important is written in here. This is the oldest book in the library. Half of it's missing, though. Can I look at it? I know I've seen a book just like this somewhere. Maybe it's in that other basement. No matter where we look, we can't find the other half of the book. And we've pored over every book in the world. That's maybe a little hint there. Yeah, what do you think? Maybe it's in that other room there. Let's go look. The TV shelf. The WX shelf. Register of monsters. Can't you people put books away after you read them? Help me straighten up. Oh, we have to put it in the R section. Book return. All right, let's see this one. Weird Ronka. Forbidden book. A, B, C, D, E, F. All right, let's see if we get a reward for this. You're gonna reward me? Thank you. Now I'm going back to my room. Oh, she gives you a secret. Well, that's nifty. Well, sweet. The Book of the Mage. Lance for a Mage. This is the secret of my strength. Thanks for your help back there. Oh yeah, somewhere in this castle is an odd magic that lets you levitate. Well, that sounds like I want that. What does this say? The Book of the Mage. Lance for a Mage. This is the secret of my strength. Well, I don't know. Checked out some of your ambient stuff. Smear and transverse standout tracks for me. Smear, I'll tell you what Smear was. Smear was actually something where I showed my students how far you could take using a free web browser-based audio production program, I guess, called Soundtrap. And so I took a bunch of samples that were free samples on that and modified them in a whole bunch of ways to create this really weird soundscape called Smear. So it's completely, it was an exercise in showing how far you could actually take production, that you could do things that were completely non-standard with it. And like even the people who made Soundtrap were like, this is so weird, I didn't know that you could even do this. It's like we hadn't really thought people would do this, you know. It's like that's how it is. But my students were doing weird things like that too. Just got back from North Lake, completely surrounded by mountains. And this huge eye started glaring at me. It's amazing, I made it back alive. There's a treasure chest down there. 5,000 gold. I didn't really need that 5,000 gold. No, I didn't. I have lots of gold already. I wonder if this guy could move. Now, did I come in here? No. It's the courtyard. Let's explore. Is there something else out here? I bet I can go under this bridge. Nope. Oh, I can. Is there a door here? Nope. Alright. Yep. Maybe some more secrets. I like the generative aspect of Smear. Float! Yes, I got float. We're gonna need that. I think at some point. Is it white magic? Let's find out. Nope. Float. Maybe we have to use it in... I have to use it in the menu. Time magic. Summon magic. I haven't done blue mage at all, so I have no blue magic. Yeah, there's one missing right here. I'm not sure what I missed, but... Oh, there it is. It's a time magic spell. Okay. So I'm going to need someone who's a time mage at some point. What are your thoughts on the Moog synthesizer? I like Moogs. About 25 years ago, there was this movement that basically all analog synths were viewed as outdated, and my university threw a Moog synthesizer away in the garbage because it was like, well, this is outdated technology. So they threw like a $20,000 synthesizer away thinking it was just like old rubbish because no one had used it in years. But now people really like Moogs because you can't, additive synthesis and real analog synthesizers, they're kind of hard to come by. Lance for the mage, secret of my strength. Alright. Don't know where the other half of that book is. It's somewhere in the world. Lets us know that we gotta find an item somewhere. RS. I don't think returning the books does anything, though. Like, why would it? I don't think it would. We'll skip that. Do you like theremins? Yeah, I haven't really played one. I think they're cool. If you like the sound of a theremin, you can always get an automaton. I don't know where mine is. I got one for my kids to play with, and it annoyed my wife, like, endlessly. So... she may have thrown it away or hidden it from the children. Alright. Let's save the game real quick. Only thing about double summons is that you better have some ethers to chug. Maybe there's a summon up here. Let's check. Sometimes there's like some summons out in the world, but I don't remember where they are. Temp Tango. Oh, it charmed it. Charmed the Cure Beast. Oh wow, that's let's see here. Like, watch, we could do. Let's try Chocobo. Oh wait, I forgot to do like the double. I forgot to do like double cast. Those double lances will make short work of these Cure Beasts. There we go. My Monk Mage. Oh, he cured us. There you go. Measure of a healthy father-child relationship is how much fun they have annoying mom. Silver apples are essential 60 synth psych. Oh, that's Morton Subotnick. Morton Subotnick. I think his music's actually pretty atrocious, but I like it in some ways because it's so weird. Like Silver Apples on the Moon or stuff like that. You know, it's one of those things that I'm like, I can look at it and be like, this is actually pretty obnoxiously bad, but I like it because it's so weird. You know, the famous synth one was Switched on Bach by what was his name? He recorded it as Walter Carlos, and then it became Wendy Carlos. And the dude's like super bitter as he's old because, like, you know, he would interview with Playboy magazine and they'd ask about all that kind of weird stuff because it's really weird. And especially at the time, it was even weirder than it is now. So, like, you know, they'd ask, and then they'd publish all kinds of stuff on the fact that he was, you know, transsexual or transgender or whatever. And, like, that's it, you know? It's like super angry about the fact that people focused on that instead of the music. Well, of course. Christians do need to read more Jewish sources like Josephus. I think Josephus is a Jewish source, right? Yes. So yeah, if you haven't ever read anything by Josephus is one of the is a source that you can definitely read. It's a primary source, sort of. I'm trying to think of what I could point you towards. Mostly read like things as they pertain to history, not really like biblical stuff. Oh man, it's bad today. I'm not sure where we're going to meet this fleet. Uh-oh, something's attacking us. More of these rabbits. I do. Now let's see if we can do. Can we do two? Yes, we can do two summons. See, that's really pretty sweet. But even as this, like, we could still do like fire twice, like this. Pretty useful. You can hit pretty hard with that. Actually, that's pretty sweet because then, because of that red 2x, we basically have access to all magic. And we could be any class and still have access to that magic. So we could do that as like a time mage or something. I don't think there's anything here for us to fight. Josephus' account of the Tower of Babel is fascinating. Nimrod was essentially a globalist who wanted all of humanity united under one culture, living in one city and ruled by him. Yes, I agree. Moses was on a mountain for like 5 minutes and everyone was already worshiping a pagan god. It's true. Let's see if there's anything out here to fight. Oh, he hit himself in the face. That's nice. Go get the holy hand grenade. Whoa, land turtles. These guys are extremely powerful. Zoo. Watch this. We'll go down to, I think it's Rama. Double Judgment Bolt. Still didn't kill him. That's really powerful, though. It's really good against. I think the final boss has a bunch of different things to attack, so that's probably pretty useful for him. We get to the interior of this island, like surrounded by mountains. Is it possible? I think we'll find out at some point here how to get in there. Does this flow to the sea or just flows in circles? It just goes in circles, okay. Alright. I wonder how we get in there. We have to go find the fleet. So here's Exdeath's realm. Back over here. This fleet's probably way on this side. There's a tower that we can't get to yet. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. I'm not sure how to get to these guys. Maybe I need an airship to like go into them or something? I don't know. Look at those things. I'm gonna go into this thing. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get to the fleet. Do I need a boat? Let's find out. Oh, there we go. Yes. We just had to find the right spot. A flying dragon? Wait! They're friends! Ganoof! Caesar! How the devil have you been? Friends of yours? Drogon's son. Jojo. Drogon's? The other two are nobility from another planet. I am the warrior Ziza. Not King Ziza? No, I don't like that sort of thing. Me neither. Say, can you get us into X-Death's castle? Ha! You're halfway in already. But first, come in and rest a moment. Dragon looks a little sleepy. Where am I going? Am I gonna... What do you say? The fleet's just a decoy. We need to buy more time. If we can destroy only one of the towers, the barrier will disappear. Once the barrier's down, we can attack the castle at will. Maybe we need to go down here. And the stairs. And there are like some chests hidden. Trying to see what those are. Oh, those are machine parts. Kind of interesting how much detail they could put in these little pixels. What's the last novel you read? The last novel I read was Lord of the Rings. Before that, I want to say it was a Dragon Riders of Pern book. Which one was it? By Anne McCaffrey. Not Dragonflight. What's the second one? I read both of those. Oh, Dragon Quest. That's right. It's Dragon Quest. I still haven't read The White Dragon. So I'll do that one next. That's the original trilogy. They're good. I feel like sometimes they're a little slow. You know. Oops. Rest up a bit, yes. See if there's other... Let me think of some other ones I've read recently that I thought were good. Whoa! Monsters, everyone get ready! See if there's any chests. Is there like any chests of stuff to loot here? It doesn't look like it. What are your thoughts on Terry Brooks? I don't think I've read Terry Brooks. Too many Terrys. I never read him. You know, there's lots of stuff I haven't read. So there's a lot of 80s stuff, right? Actually, maybe I read... those are the Shannara books. I actually haven't read those. Yeah, it's more of the 80s stuff. It's good. It's probably good. You know, for me, when it comes to audiobooks, I tend to listen to a lot more nonfiction on audiobooks, not fiction. It's kind of how I am. Oh, there's the ladder. It's kind of camouflaged. All right, here we go. Monsters. Caesar, what is it? The enemy is here. We're surrounded, huh? Leave them to me. Don't blow it this time. That would be you. Urgh! Need a hand? Here we go. I'm gonna fight all these goblins and just destroy them. Yes, I've read Chronicles of Amber. I'm not a big fan. I don't like the style of them very much. They are good stories, though, as far as, like, plot goes. I don't like the way they're written. I everybody's going to be different. This style is not what I like. I don't like first person style where it's like it's so dry, everything is told through dialogue. It's not it's not the worst style I can think of. It's just not my favorite. Here we go. These guys give 2 ABP per, and they're really easy to kill. Got to make a video at some point dealing with it's not hurting anyone line to excuse moral wrongdoing. Well, a lot of people misunderstand what's hurting people too. You know, there's a lot of libertarians have already dealt with this. It's an effect called neighborhood effects, which is that, you know, if you're only harming yourself, it's one thing, but chances are you're not only harming yourself. You know, chances are you are harming other people. And in some, I'll just use, let's say, gluttony. We'll use gluttony as an example. Are you hurting anybody by eating yourself to death? Oh, I'm not hurting anyone. Yeah, you are. You're a burden on the healthcare system, which costs people money right off the bat. You're taking resources away from a limited system that people need in order to survive, you know. But more than that, you are actually harming the survival of your community, because your community needs fit, especially as a man, your community needs fit men in order to repel invaders. So if the population as a whole has too many fat people in it, it cannot survive because it will be destroyed by the barbarians. So yeah, it's a neighborhood effect that people don't think of. Degeneracy, too much degeneracy will destroy a Gilgamesh. Ah, the blue skies and the rolling sea. Who's spoiling such a nice day? A lot of people don't realize that degeneracy you can only tolerate a certain amount of it before it starts to affect the population in general. Yeah, we'll just fight him. We're going to do a crap ton of damage to him right now. Oops, cure 2. A little slow. And Enkidu, the old one, he's quite a nuisance. Finish them off. Ah. White Wind is pretty good, but let's do this. Let's do... what do we want to do? Bolt 2. It's going to be good. Titan. Do 2 of those bad boys. What are your thoughts on Jules Verne's style? I don't mind Jules Verne's style. I know it's like, people say there's a lot of exposition. It's not bad. I don't think it's bad, really. I think I'm going to have to target that guy in the back. I can't target him for some reason. Because I think he might end up casting like White Wind or something. Let's see what we can do here. That probably won't work. Do Golem. Yeah, we can't target him. I think it should target him, but it's not showing up. Let's do maybe Fire 2 on that guy. Let's see what that does. Wind Slash. Alright, that hit him, okay. Aim him. Let's get that guy. Let's see if we can get him down. Alright, that works. Sword Dance took care of him real quick. We hit Gilgamesh for a crap ton here. And Kaido, the rest is yours. And Kaido? Huh? Don't tell me you left! Yes! We won! When a ton of cultures try to get along, they'll share fruit with each other that everyone likes. That's an interesting idea. My issue is the consequentialism. Christians cannot be consequentialists unless, of course, you believe the consequence of all action should be to please God. Well, I mean, so knowing what consequences are is important for any sort of moral discussion. One of the ways that you know things are going to be good or bad or harmful or not has to do with knowing what the consequences are, whether those are spiritual or something else, but knowing that there's a consequence. Trying to derive, things are good and bad in and of themselves, absent any kind of effect on the world, is pretty much impossible in terms of an ethical exercise. You have to know what things actually do. Humph! If I go, you're coming too! Into the ocean together! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! You tricky son of a bitch! I'll get you! Blop, 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 blop. My hands are going numb! Hold on, I'm coming! No good! Can't hold on! Dragon! Now it's our turn to attack. Follow me! Yeah, we cannot be held responsible. I mean, I've had people try to literally argue against that, like, oh, anything that, like, even wanting to do something is the result of other things. They're complete. You end up in a situation where you're a complete, like, you believe that there's no will, like, there's no human will. Everything is just the result of other things happening before. All right, what do I do now? Go below. All right, so we're gonna go below. Actually, let me see. Can I go through this door? That's locked. All right, go below. Maybe we get to rest up a little bit. There's our dragon. I don't dislike Shadow or Doc Savage more or other. I've written Shadow type characters. It's all good. It just depends what you want. I think the Shadow fits better in a mystery. It's really, they fit different formats of stories. Like the Shadow fits really well in a mystery story. Conan fits better in an adventure story. So it just kind of depends what you want. Mystery stories, if you're good at maintaining the tension, are really great stories. I like mysteries a lot, but I don't always feel like reading them. It just depends what I'm in the mood for. And I don't really think about my preferences. I know that sounds weird. Like, I don't think about my preferences, or I like this, or I like that kind of hero. I just don't think about that. Other people think more like about their preferences and seeking them out. I'm a little bit more ambivalent. All right. Now what are we doing? We can't go through the barrier. Can we attack the towers? I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do here. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Yeah, I didn't quite pick up what I was supposed to do. Let's ask these guards. They told me to go below. Go below. Alright, so we went below and rested. Was there something else we were supposed to do? Let's find out. I'm like, wait, where am I supposed to go now? That's the thing about this game, is it's like this constantly, where you're like, where do I go next? Can you get the other side of this box? Alright. Yeah. Oh. Maybe there's a submarine. Come on! Oh, we're on a submarine. Sweet. What is this? The fleet's only a decoy. We'll get into the tower by submarine through the ocean floor. I get it. The tunnel to the tower is ready. Come on. Rest here. See what's down here. We're gonna rest by sitting. Rest by sitting. Okay. I mean, the Shadow is like the OG Batman. Like, so much of Batman is... Batman is in many ways the Shadow with a cape. And in fact, Batman used pistols and stuff early in his existence. Batman's very derivative of Shadow. But at the same time, I would say that the Shadow also has... Batman started to have a different life than Shadow. He's a different character at the end. But yeah, it's very much like the Shadow. The Shadow is the very prototypical dark superhero, I guess. The superhero in the shadows, the vigilante that is solving mysteries. And so many of Batman's good stories involve like mysteries and uncovering plots, and that's a lot of the Shadow as well. The barrier tower. Right, if we can destroy this, the barrier will disappear. I'm going to the power room below. You go to the top floor, to the antenna. Antenna? Right, you blow it up while I stop the power. Here, you'll need this. Received whispergrass. What's this? Use it to stay in communication with me. Now move. Yeah, Batman comes from the noir tradition, pulp, DC, Detective Comics. Easy to forget with the multiverse Hollywood nonsense. Now, I would say noir really is a combination of film styles. Like, it's mysteries combined with certain approaches to filming things, which are dark. It means black. You know? Oh, we got blinded. That's nice. I think we'll need those eye drops. We kind of call things noir when they remind us of film noir, but they're really... We need to save some of our eye drops and only use them on our melee guys. And Batman doesn't kill. I think early on he did kill, but I mean, don't quote me on that. Stab. Reflect Knight. See what's down here? Oh, he's down here. What are you doing? Hurry and get to the antenna on the top floor. Alright. Yes, sir. You can get CRT filters, yeah. I mean, I'm running this with the... This thing has a CRT filter. This little... Adrenaline has CRT filters. Let me show them to you, okay? So you can see the difference here. Here we go. We're going to go to settings. We have some different... so you can do some different graphics filters. This is LCD 3X, I guess is what I'm using, which to me looks like a CRT. There's a sharp bilinear without scan lines. There's original graphics. Then there's bilinear. Sharp bilinear, which to me looks very CRT, and then advanced AA, which smooths everything. Let me show you. So here's the original. Looks like this. It's a little blurry, right? Just like not the best. And then we'll go and we'll do bilinear. And this is what bilinear looks like. It looks pretty good. It kind of looks more like what maybe what things originally imagined they looked like. I like sharp bilinear quite a bit. So that's what that looks like. To me, this is very, you know, looks kind of CRT. But the LCD3X for this game looks very CRT to me. I like it a lot. And then you can also turn on and off the smooth graphics. And that'll give you a little bit different. So the smooth graphics will blur things a little bit, which to me looks like a CRT. And you can even do some different filter colors if you want. There's a lot you can do here. And I can even use a controller here. So here's it without the smooth graphics. You know, to me that doesn't look like how it looked in the day though. So what I think looks best is the smooth graphics on and either sharp bilinear or LCD3X. Looks most like what it looked like back in the day to me. Yeah, originally he didn't have the no killing code. Here's a tint. Any of the Doc Savage books? I have not read Doc Savage, really, so I'll get to it. There's so much to read. Like I feel like Hardwick, every single question is, have you read this book or that book? And it's like, chances are I haven't read every book, because I just don't read every book. I just don't have time. I have to kind of pick and choose. And a lot of times I want to do what interests me, not things that are, you know, I need to do what interests me in the moment or I'm not going to enjoy life. That's just how it is. You know, if I want to read a book on ancient China, I will. I'm not going to stop and read every little pulp book from the past because there's so many. You know, and I get tired of the fantasy genre too. I want to read stuff that's not fantasy. I get tired of all genres. There we go. Kind of running this on sped up. Yeah, I feel like the wheels fell off that early Batman trilogy, definitely, with Tim Burton not being there. The third Batman movie I felt like was really bad. It was very cringy and just not very good. It felt like some kind of weird psychedelic, over choreographed nonsense, I guess. I don't know. Let me get rid of this neon guy. Alright. Let's do red. I'm going to do 2 sylphs. Let's do sylph. Heal us. There we go. Most of the nonfiction I read is like economics and history, because I find that the most interesting and really the most applicable for understanding the world. Economics and history. How to deal with getting bored with your own story. Push through. And then make something happen in the story that makes you really interested to write it. So if you're like, I'm bored of the story, it's like, I need something to happen that's really interesting, and just do that. It's like, oh man, what if this happened? You know, or just like, man, I think Stephen King had this where he got bored writing The Stand or something. all blinded, and I don't have a lot of eye drops. You want to use the eye drops because basically monsters. Dang it! Should have used eye drops. Red dragon. We need to use a frost sword. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die right now. Yeah. Okay. Luckily, I saved the game, so we're just gonna die real quick, and then and then we'll just reload. And actually, it's probably about time to stop the stream. I might do another music stream later. Said they didn't matter because they were drug addicts and would die soon. All right, I'm gonna maybe just try to kill this red dragon, and then we'll stop the stream. I might do a music stream later. I might not. Just kind of depends on how things are going for the day. I wanted to do a music stream this morning, but didn't happen. Too many things going on. Yeah, ancient China. Ancient China, I think, is a really good one. These neons are really annoying. All right, here we go. Monsters! Oh, instead we got these guys, huh? Sword. Wait, what are these guys called? Yellow. So let's try Ice 2. It's white. Cure 2. So red at 2x. Cure 2. And Cure 2. And we'll fight this guy. Lightning! Oh man. Cure 2. Need to get Kiraga. Dead! Dang it. Yeah, I don't think the ice sword is really working here. I think it only works with two-handed. Oh well. We learned that the hard way. Okay, well, we'll try this next time, guys. Apparently you get a random dragon, a random high-level dragon. Alright, I think I'm going to have to call it here. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a day, playing some games. So we'll have fun next time. And get a little further, get a little closer to our goal of finishing this game. It's taken a while. So anyway, there might be a midweek stream starting up. I don't know. Everything's up in the air right now, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I do appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me. There is a Kindle Vela story up. Kindle Vela is not really doing anything for me, but I will go ahead and link it in case anybody actually cares about Kindle Vela. My general assessment is that the people who like to read my books do not care about Kindle Vela and are not remotely interested in it. So it's not even done. It'll run up through another couple days in August, and then it'll be finished here. So Yeah, you can check it out. You can get some free tokens, I think, and then you could buy a couple of the stories if you want to check it out. If you're interested in the story, but you're like, I don't want to do this Kindle Vela thing, just let me know, or like tell me on Twitter, shoot me an email or something. And if it's not really successful in Kindle Vela, I'll give it a little while, and then we'll move it to a regular book format, which I think will probably do better. I think it's one of these things where like I've tried serial fiction in the past. I've done it in different. At the end of the day, people want to buy a whole book most of the time. That's just how it is. Serial fiction can work if you have people that really like to read a blog or something, like to read something every day. They like to have a habit of reading a little thing every day. I think it has a lot of potential, but for whatever reason, I think most of the fiction market is still just interested in like buying a complete book. So that's what I tend to notice, but we'll keep experimenting, trying it out. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.